We love a good weekend getaway, and we have got the next best thing. We're heading to Kansas City virtually.
That's right. Adam from Boulevard Brewing Company gives us a behind-the-scenes tour and shows us how they're going green with sustainable brewing. It's beer with a purpose. Check it out. Get ready for a behind-the-scenes look at how beer and sustainability go hand in hand.
Yes, we are taking a virtual tour of Boulevard Brewing to see how they're leading the way with green practices from zero landfill to solar power. Hey,
Adam,
Adam,
thanks
how's
for
it
joining
going?
us.
I'm well. How are you guys?
Yeah,
Great.
great.
Thanks for joining us. So,
Of course.
can you kick it off by answering what does zero landfill mean, and how did that kind of start?
Sure. So zero landfill essentially means none of our waste leaves the brewery. We made a decision to be zero landfill back in 2010, and in 2011, we had our last commercial dumpster leave the site. And ever since then, anything that we need to throw away, we try to recycle it, we try to reuse it, we compost it. And even if it doesn't fit those three categories, we separate it and we send it off to a separate company and they use it.
Yeah, and I know we kind of
Yeah.
set it up. We were talking about how you're going to give us a virtual tour of your space there.
Yeah.
So where are you right now?
I am standing right out front of our Tours and Rec Center. So that's our beer hall. And then if you can kind of see over my shoulder behind me now, that is the actual production brewery, and that's where we're heading next.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Awesome.
Well, why don't you take us there, and we're excited to see where the tour
Yeah.
takes us.
Sure.
Okay, Adam, so you are in Brew House 2 right now, is that right?
That is correct.
Oh, interesting. Can you talk about how that kind of brew house is built for sustainability?
Absolutely. So traditionally, when you brew beer, it takes about 6 gallons of water to create 1 gallon of beer.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Anything else we need to know about Brew House number 2 before we move on to the next stop on the tour, Adam?
Yeah, sure. So this brew house 2 kind of encompasses our entire building. It's 70,000 square feet. It houses our brew house, our canning line, our bottling line. But this building was built with sustainability in mind as well. We realized we wanted to reduce our carbon footprint as much as we could. So you can see like the lights aren't even on right now, and this room is well lit. The building is also zone controlled, which means that if no one is in this space, there's no HVAC usage.
Yeah, I love that. You're
Yeah.
living green.
Totally.
Yes. Okay, so where's stop number
Absolutely.
3? Where are we headed to next?
Well, one of the biggest things, our biggest like tools for sustainability is over our heads. It's actually our roof, our green roof. So I'm going to take you up there. We have our green roof and our solar panels up there, and I'd like to talk to you about that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Nice,
Let's go.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so Adam, you are on the green roof. Can you talk about what the purpose of the green roof is?
Sure. So the green roof, it does a few things actually. The biggest thing it does is help keeps the building insulated. It reduces stress on our heating and AC by keeping us cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter. It also collects a lot of water runoff from when it rains. It keeps it from running out into the city. But also, we have like native plants out here, and throughout the year, we have landscapers that will plant new stuff. So, like those guys are laying some new things for the summertime. Usually, like native wild grass or wildflowers. But that also, all of that is going to absorb CO2 that's in the air, and then create oxygen. So it just kind of helps reduce our carbon footprint a little bit as well. And then in addition to the green roof, to the plants up here, we also have 2 solar panel arrays. We have an 18 kilowatt photovoltaic array and a 200 kilowatt photovoltaic array. And those help reduce our energy usage as well. They offset it. And those numbers might not say anything. So let me break it down a little bit. So 18 kilowatt photovoltaic array, annually, that produces enough energy to power 2 to 3 average homes. Our 200 kilowatt array is enough to basically provide energy for an entire neighborhood of 20 to 25 different houses. Now it's kind of like a small part of our energy usage. It does reduce it by about 10 to 15%. But our solar panel allows us to, that energy that we save goes to help. We have Kansas City's first like electric car charging station that's free to use for our guests and our employees. And that energy is provided and offset by our solar panels, as well as our exterior lighting. All of that stuff is offset by these panels as well.
Man, that's amazing,
that's so
everything you're doing there. You
cool.
know, the next time I come to Kansas City, we have an electric car, so I'm just
You
so
can
many
charge her up.
reasons to go there
Absolutely.
and
Yeah,
charge up.
yeah, free charging.
Yeah, I love it. What's your website where people can find out details about everything you do there at Boulevard?
So boulevard.com is the website. And if you go to boulevard.com/sustainability, you can learn about, we only scratched the surface today. It goes much, much deeper than that. But if you have an interest in learning more, /sustainability can show you all of the other different efforts that we have going on at any given time.
Great.
Nice.
Adam, thank you so much for taking us on the tour.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Of course, it's my pleasure. I'd love to have you guys up here and do an actual tour of the brewery one day and show you how we make beer in addition to how we're saving energy.
Oh, that would be
do
so
that.
much fun.
Yeah, absolutely. We should do that. Yeah, that's great. Thank you,
Thank
as always, for
you.
joining us and living green there in KC and spreading that around to everybody else.
My pleasure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got to make a trip. Time to book it.
Time to book it.
Time
book
to book
that
it.
trip.
Let's hop in your electric car.
Let's go. We can charge up right there. That's
All
right.
We're going to go.